The year is 1712. A clockmaker's son named Jean-Jacques Rousseau is born in Geneva, Switzerland. Little did anyone know this child would grow up to challenge the very foundations of Western thought. Rousseau's early life was marked by both tragedy and adventure. Orphaned at a young age, he embarked on a journey of self-discovery, immersing himself in books and exploring the world around him. His travels exposed him to the inequalities and injustices of 18th century Europe. These experiences would later fuel his revolutionary ideas about society and government. Imagine a young Rousseau witnessing poverty and oppression firsthand. He began to question the established order, wondering if there was a better way for humans to live together. Rousseau burst onto the intellectual scene with his groundbreaking autobiography, Confessions. This work was unlike anything that had come before it, a true revelation in the world of literature and philosophy. Published in 1782, this deeply personal work shocked readers with its candid exploration of Rousseau's thoughts, feelings, and experiences. It was a bold move, laying bare the soul of the author in a way that was both intimate and revolutionary. It was a radical departure from the formal, restrained writing style of the time. Rousseau's unfiltered honesty and emotional depth set a new standard for autobiographical writing. Confessions established Rousseau as a master of self-reflection and psychological insight. His ability to delve into the complexities of his own mind and present them so vividly was unparalleled. More importantly, it laid bare the inner workings of a mind grappling with the fundamental questions of human existence. Rousseau's introspection was not just about himself, but about the human condition as a whole. What does it mean to be free? This question echoed through the pages of Confessions, challenging readers to think deeply about their own lives. What is the nature of the self? Rousseau's exploration of identity and self-awareness was groundbreaking, pushing the boundaries of philosophical thought. How should we live our lives? This question, central to Rousseau's philosophy, invited readers to reflect on their own moral and ethical beliefs. These are just a few of the questions that consumed Rousseau and fueled his philosophical inquiries. His relentless quest for understanding made him a pivotal figure in the Enlightenment. His writings were infused with a deep empathy for the human condition, a quality that resonated with readers across Europe. Rousseau's ability to connect with the emotional and intellectual struggles of his audience ensured his lasting legacy. In 1754, Rousseau published his Discourse on the origin and basis of inequality among men. This seminal work challenged the prevailing notion that social inequality was a natural and inevitable part of human existence. Rousseau argued that humans are born free and equal in the state of nature. He believed that society, with its artificial hierarchies and systems of oppression, corrupts this natural goodness. Civilization, according to Rousseau, creates artificial needs and desires. These in turn lead to competition, conflict, and ultimately to the enslavement of the many by the few. Rousseau's ideas struck a chord with those who felt marginalized and oppressed by the rigid social structures of the time. His work became a rallying cry for change, inspiring movements for social justice and equality. Perhaps Rousseau's most influential work is The Social Contract, published in 1762. This treatise outlines his vision for a just and equitable society. Rousseau argues that legitimate political authority derives from the consent of the governed, not from divine right or the power of the sword. He introduces the concept of the general will, a collective desire for the common good that transcends individual self-interest. The social contract, according to Rousseau, is an agreement among individuals to surrender certain freedoms in exchange for the protection and benefits of living in a society governed by the general will. Rousseau's ideas about popular sovereignty, individual rights, and the common good had a profound impact on the development of democratic thought. His writings helped to inspire revolutions in America and France. Section 5, Émile, or Education by Nature's Guiding Hand. Rousseau's concern for the well-being of individuals extended beyond the realm of politics. He was deeply interested in education and its role in shaping virtuous citizens. In his novel Émile, published in 1762, Rousseau outlines his philosophy of education. He argues that children are born good and that education should foster their natural curiosity, creativity, and love of learning. Rousseau believed that traditional education, with its emphasis on rote memorization and strict discipline, stifled children's natural development. He advocated for an approach that emphasized experience, observation, and the cultivation of the child's unique potential. Emile remains a cornerstone of educational theory, inspiring educators to this day. Section 6. Rousseau versus the Enlightenment establishment. While Rousseau is considered a key figure of the Enlightenment, his ideas often diverge significantly from those of his contemporaries, creating a unique and sometimes contentious position within the movement. Unlike Voltaire and Montesquieu, who championed reason and progress as the ultimate goals of human development, Rousseau emphasized the importance of emotion, intuition, and the natural world. He believed that these elements were essential to understanding the human condition. He was critical of the Enlightenment's faith in reason alone, arguing that it could lead to arrogance and a disregard for human feeling. Rousseau felt that an over-reliance on reason could strip away the very essence of what makes us human. Rousseau's emphasis on the common good and the general will also set him apart from other Enlightenment thinkers, who often emphasized individual liberty and self-interest. He believed that true freedom was found in the collective will of the people, rather than in individual pursuits. His ideas about the social contract and the role of government were seen as radical by some, even dangerous. Rousseau proposed that legitimate political authority comes only from a social contract agreed upon by all citizens for their mutual preservation. Despite these differences, Rousseau's work was an integral part of the Enlightenment project. His unique perspectives challenged the status quo and encouraged deeper reflection on the principles of human society. His critiques and alternative perspectives enriched the debate and pushed the boundaries of philosophical inquiry, making the Enlightenment a more dynamic and multifaceted intellectual movement. Section 7. The Price of Genius, Rousseau's turbulent personal life. Rousseau's personal life was marked by both deep love and profound loss. He had a complex relationship with Thérèse Levasseur, his longtime companion, and the mother of his 5 children. Tragically, due to financial hardship, Rousseau and Levasseur were forced to give up their children to foundling hospitals. This decision, which haunted Rousseau for the rest of his life, highlighted the hypocrisy and cruelty of the society he critiqued. Rousseau's unconventional lifestyle and radical ideas often made him the target of criticism and persecution. He was forced to flee France and lived in exile for many years. Paranoia and mental instability plagued him in his later years, deepening his isolation. Section 8. A legacy of revolution and romantic idealism. Despite the hardships he endured, Rousseau's ideas ignited a firestorm of change that swept across Europe and beyond. His writings helped to inspire the French Revolution, with its calls for liberty, equality, and fraternity. His emphasis on the common good and the general will resonated with those who sought to create a more just and equitable society. Rousseau's influence extended beyond the realm of politics. His celebration of nature and emotion deeply influenced the Romantic movement in art and literature. His ideas about the importance of individual experience and the power of feeling resonated with artists and writers who sought to break free from the constraints of Enlightenment rationalism. Section 9. Rousseau's enduring influence on modern thought. Rousseau's legacy continues to shape our world today. His ideas about popular sovereignty, individual rights, and the importance of civic engagement remain cornerstones of democratic thought. His writings continue to inspire movements for social justice, environmental protection, and educational reform. In an age of increasing inequality and environmental degradation, Rousseau's warnings about the dangers of unchecked progress and the importance of living in harmony with nature ring truer than ever. His emphasis on the common good and the need for a sense of community offer a powerful antidote to the individualism and fragmentation of modern life. Section 10. Conclusion: the ongoing relevance of Rousseau's ideas. Jean-Jacques Rousseau was a complex and contradictory figure, a man of both great passion and profound contradictions. His life was marked by intense personal struggles and a relentless pursuit of truth. He was a champion of the common good who fathered children out of wedlock. and a fierce critic of inequality who struggled with his own personal demons. His writings often reflected his inner turmoil and his quest for a more just society. Yet, despite his flaws, Rousseau's ideas continue to resonate with us today. His thoughts on education, politics, and human nature remain relevant in our modern discourse. His writings remind us of our shared humanity, our capacity for both good and evil, and the importance of empathy and understanding in our interactions, and our responsibility to create a more just and equitable world for all. Rousseau's vision of a society where individuals work together for the common good is more pertinent than ever. As we navigate the complexities of the 21st century, his ideas challenge us to reflect on our values and the kind of world we want to build. Rousseau's insights into the human condition and the nature of society offer a timeless source of wisdom and inspiration. They encourage us to strive for a balance between individual freedom and collective responsibility. His legacy is a testament to the enduring power of ideas to shape our world. Through his works, we are reminded that the pursuit of a better society is a continuous journey, one that requires both introspection and action